February 12, 1981. Qualitative personal interview with subject 1 on ancestral research regarding Avalon de Grand Prix. How are you feeling? Any side effects?
Not really. Aside from the headaches. They've been worse since I started staying in longer. But I don't want to stop. I like her. I want to know what she does next.
What's it like? Reliving her memories.
So different. The animus, I mean. The past. At first it was confusing. Distracting. Like New Orleans, the stench. I wasn't expecting all the smells.
Smell is the sense most directly linked to memory.
When I'm in her memories, it's like I can smell more than I usually can.
In general, women have a more acute sense of smell than men do. I had wondered how that would translate. Anything else?
Yeah. She's smaller than me, but it's like her body could do more.
Did that surprise you?
At first, yeah. The ERA people might hate me for this or whatever, but I don't usually think of girls that way. Climbing things. My mom, my sisters. The animal feeling of Aveline sinking her hidden blade into the throat of...
Go on.
It doesn't feel feminine. What I think of as feminine. But then at the same time it does. Her center of gravity is way lower. That was a surprise. How easy it is to land. How steady I am on her feet. Sorry. This is hard to talk about.
No, it's fascinating. This is what we need. Pure experience, in your own words.
Okay.
Can you tell me about Gerald Blanc?
What about him?
He and Avalon were close, but we haven't been able to ascertain if he might be your missing ancestor. Do her memories suggest anything to you? Does this make you uncomfortable? Remember, these are her memories. You're just playing them back. It's not even acting. You're a researcher.
Like you say, I haven't experienced her consummating anything. That would be... Anyway, I think maybe she was confused.
Oh.
Well, first of all, I don't really know for sure, okay? I mean, guys think about sex more than girls, right? That's a fact.
As a researcher, what did you observe?
Does it mean she's more like a guy if she thinks about... Is that why she's able to assassinate... Well, okay, here's the thing. I don't know her thoughts, but from what's in her memories, physically, the fidgeting, some hesitation, what she looked at, who she looked away from, the things she didn't say when I expected her to. If I had to guess what it meant, I would think she was thinking about sex. But I'm a guy, so I would think that, right? So what does it mean for women to act that way? It has to mean something else, right?
As a subject, you're able to observe more finely than I am in review. What about unwanted attention from men?
Well, I thought that would be the hardest thing to deal with. I'm not into that, for the record. Not at all.
Yes, I know.
But the way she dealt with it, it happens so often. It's like you stop noticing everything she does to avoid it. Crossing the street, eyes in the back of her head. She knew how to handle herself. When she was charming, felt kind of similar to killing. Or the build-up to killing. Can we take a break, Mr. Vidic?
Of course. Ready to go on?
Yes.
Evelyn was black.
And white. On her father's side.
You're sensitive to that?
I guess. I mean, I'm white. Evelyn looks black, so that's different. But you get used to it. Like with the girl thing. Until someone makes you not used to it.
What do you mean?
I don't think I've ever had to think so much about what I'm wearing or how I'm walking. But Evelyn, it's like she goes through her whole life in these uniforms.
People expect her to behave in a certain way.
Definitely. Sometimes I worry I'll slip up and play too relaxed at the warehouse and, I don't know, blow her cover.
You can't blow her cover.
I know. I'm just replaying the memories. I can't change them, I know. But I see it, right? It's a risk. It's...
Stressful?
Yes. It's best when she goes out as an assassin. On the roofs or in the bayou. I think she was more relaxed that way. Can you imagine? You're only relaxed when you're going to kill someone.
Let's stick to memories rather than imagination. What about the slaves?
They're kind of just... everywhere. I mean, that sounds bad. Slavery is bad, but no one's acting like slavery's bad. It's fun when she frees slaves. Is it supposed to be fun?
We're not looking for supposed to. Focus on what it is.
Bonjour. C'est absolument hors de question. Non, non, non. Je ne travaillerai pas là-bas pour tout l'or du monde.
Olivier Garneau n'est plus là.
Votre entreprise me donne envie.
être court, papa. Un truc pour te souvenir de moi si ça partait en vrille. Si je sors pas vivant du temple aujourd'hui. J'essaie vraiment de rester optimiste, mais j'y arrive pas. Je crois que le temps passé dans les mémoires de Connor m'a rendu anxieux. Son histoire est tellement tragique, à plein de niveaux. Mais il n'a jamais perdu espoir, même quand il n'avait plus la foi en ses semblables. Je suis obligé de croire qu'on fait ce qu'il faut, que je vais pouvoir arrêter cette catastrophe. Je sais. Je veux dire, la technologie est là, à attendre que je l'utilise. Je suis la dernière pièce du puzzle. Il y a quelque chose dans mes gènes ou dans mes mémoires, un ultime fragment de code qui va tout déclencher. C'est pour ça que je suis là. C'est pour ça qu'on m'a amené ici. Seulement, je sais pas ce que je vais devoir donner en échange. Ma santé mentale, ma vie. J'ai aucun moyen de le savoir. Mais je sais une chose. Notre lutte contre les Templiers ne s'arrêtera pas là. Quoi que puisse abriter ce temple, c'est pas terminé. Ce n'est qu'un nouveau chapitre de cette histoire sans fin. Et ce sera à toi, et à maman, à Rebecca et à Sean, de continuer à tourner les pages. Tu sais, j'arrête pas de penser à un truc qu'a dit Orson Welles un jour. C'est quoi déjà? Si vous voulez une fin heureuse, tout dépend du point où vous arrêtez de raconter l'histoire. Alors, peut-être que c'est ça la réponse. Peut-être que c'est ça qui permet aux gens de continuer à avancer. Si jamais ça tourne mal là-bas, papa, s'il m'arrive quelque chose, quand tu raconteras mon histoire dans quelques années, raconte aux gens que je me suis perdu, mais que j'ai retrouvé mon chemin juste à temps pour sauver le monde. Et arrête-toi là. Comme ça, ils garderont tous le sourire. Au revoir, papa. Dis bonjour à maman pour moi. Dis-lui que je l'aime, d'accord? Dis-lui que je vous aime tous les deux. Je vous aime tous les deux.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 37, August 9th, 1981. Host, Eileen Bach, DNA sample SB1970.
Open! Good morning, Miss Kurtz. You look well, considering the circumstances. Are you rested? Have you eaten? Your friends are dead, Miriam. Bartel Schink and all his navigators, his Edelweiss pirates, executed for 5 counts of murder.
Without a trial. You must be proud.
There was no need! They were scum! All of them! You hear me? All of you are scum! Scum! Scum!
I see it so clearly now. She didn't break, did they? You have nothing.
Quiet, girl!
You don't have the artifact. If you did, you wouldn't be talking to me at all. Never use lace seat.
I said
Never use lace seat. Never use lace seat.
quiet!
Never use.
Get her out! Get her out! We're losing her! Shut it down! Everything!
Eileen, open your eyes. Can you hear me? Eileen! Eileen!
Power's off! Get the position in here! Step aside, son!
Eileen, talk to me. Can you open your eyes?
Clear! Oh, God. No response.
All right. Notes towards a speech in honor of Dr. Eileen Bach's premature retirement. When I first learned of Dr. Bach's unfortunate accident, I couldn't help but feel a great sense of loss at... No. Dr. Eileen Bach has and always will be a friend and colleague. When I first learned of her unfortunate accident, I was shocked, of course. To see any friend injured in such a way is deeply upsetting. And to further learn that her injuries were severe enough to force a premature conclusion to her brilliant career, well, I would not wish that fate on anyone. But if there is any solace to be found in her accident, it may be this: that she was injured in service of her research, in service of work that she cherished most dearly. And it is due to her diligence that some of the mysteries of genetic memory have been further illuminated. And while it is true that work on her project, the Surrogate Initiative, as she called it, has been temporarily halted, the copious amount of work she has done over the past 3 years has been incredibly valuable. So while her work has been suspended for the time being, her legacy will most certainly live on. Joan! Quiet!
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 27, October 21st, 1980. Host Eileen Bach, DNA sample SB1970.
Miriam, my dear girl, there is no good reason for you to be here. But your intransigence requires that I detain you until you give me information I can act upon. The location of the artifact, perhaps, or the whereabouts of your leader, Bartle Shink. Just a little something to give Minister Goebbels some encouragement that we are on the right track.
How about a nice hug? He looks so sad in all his photographs.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Perhaps you could pay him a visit yourself. He likes beautiful women. Actresses, musicians.
Pirates?
That's right, pirates. Pirates of the Edelweiss. Isn't that what you kids call yourselves? It's very amusing. And illegal, of course.
Breaking Hitler's laws is half the fun.
Oh, I imagine so. I imagine you were having a wonderful time just before we captured you on your search of friends.
And that's the end of it.
Damn it. Why can't we sustain the signal for more than just a few minutes? I need to relax.
That's not the issue. This is dangerous work. These memories aren't in your bloodline. That's why it's not holding.
There's got to be a solution.
Any idea what they mean by the artifact? I've heard it a few times now.
Not sure. I don't think Miriam knew either. Not much comes into her mind when she asks about it.
But she's protecting the other members of her group, the Edelweiss Pirates or something?
Yeah. Bartol Schink. Have we looked him up?
No, we can.
We should. Put your intern on it.
Right. High priority.
Yeah. This isn't getting any easier. Jesus.
Hello?
Hi, Seamus. It's Mom.
Hey.
How are you?
Dad! It's Mom!
Hello, Eileen.
Hi, Carl. How's Seamus?
Great. We were out shopping for school clothes.
Yeah. The summer just sped by.
They all do.
I never seem to notice. No windows in the office.
Right. Trapped in a lab. So, did you need to talk?
Yes, sorry. I was curious about your mother, actually.
Oh. Okay.
How much did she talk about the war when you were growing up?
Not often. Bits and pieces. Why?
I was doing some research last week about World War II, and something came up about the Edelweiss Pirates, or the Navajos, and your mother's name popped up.
Really? That's an odd coincidence.
Does any of that ring a bell?
Yeah. Mom ran with that group while the war was on. There were a group of kids who wanted to avoid the Hitler Youth programs, but in later years they escalated their activities to, bigger ideas like vandalism and sabotage.
But why Navajos and pirates?
Just some of the names they used. Navajos, Edelweiss Pirates, you know, kids. There were little pins, little white flowers. I may still have hers.
That's interesting.
And this is for work? Researching my mother?
Not exactly, but... Sorry, I can't talk about it.
Right. You never could.
Hey, don't. I didn't mean to be flippant.
No. Don't mind me. All for the greater good.
I like to think so.
Power down. You all right?
Damn it! 5 months of this bullshit! We're floundering.
Take it easy, Eileen. You're just stressed.
I am not stressed. I'm frustrated. I'd like to go again this afternoon.
No. There is no reason to rush this.
We're hardly rushing. We're running into the same wall over and over again. Why can't we push through? Why can't you keep me in the Animus longer than 2 minutes?
Because surrogate genetic memory data is fragile. The EEG is exploding and your brain is doing too much work. The longer you stay in, the more damage it does. It's even possible that... It's possible the memories we're digging into could eventually overwrite your own. Like information on a tape drive. There's just not enough space in your head to do both.
Here I come to save the day! Good afternoon, all.
Did you invite him?
No.
But you did. Remember?
That was months ago, Warren. What do you need?
I wanted to stop by. Check on your progress.
Well, apparently it's still too dangerous to keep me under for more than a few minutes.
I always suspected that would be your biggest hurdle. The genetic memory sequencing is the easy part, if time-consuming. But the replay, that's something else.
Yes?
Let's think this through. My subjects are diving into their own genetic memories, so the information is already encoded in their heads.
Which means the Animus has less work to do. Less computing, less parsing.
Right. So to get your surrogate data working, to let people experience foreign memories, it'll take a hell of a lot more processing power than anyone has. Even Abstergo Industries.
Ideally, we'd like to build an external processor that mirrors as many brain functions as possible. Something to handle the calculations.
But the cost and upkeep of that would be
astronomical. Let me see what I can do. I have some sway with Lillian. We won't build Rome in a day, but if we focus on the pretty buildings first, maybe we'll achieve something.
Thank you, Warren.
Till next, folks.
Badass. There.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 32, January 11th, 1981. Host Eileen Bach, DNA sample SB1970.
Miriam? Miriam, is that you? Are you in here?
Bartle!
Oh, thank God you're safe. You've been worried sick.
Bartle! How did they find you? Oh, Jesus. What would they do to you?
Has they hurt you at all?
I told them nothing. All they do every day is ask about you and that artifact. But I didn't tell them anything. Nothing.
I know you didn't, Miriam. But how are you? You aren't hurt?
Not badly, no. I'm fine.
Good. We need to get the message out to Oscar. Somehow. We need to tell him where...
Very interesting footage, Eileen. This is Germany, you said, World War II?
Most of the memories I've been able to access come from a period where Miriam was imprisoned by Nazis in Cologne.
Miriam. Is she still alive?
No, she was my my ex-husband's mother. She passed away about 5 years ago.
Well, she was spirited. An impressive lady.
Definitely.
And the man, Bartle. He made reference to an artifact. Any idea what that is?
My team is looking into that, but it's not our first priority. We still need...
It is now.
Really?
You must have other recordings of this woman. Are there any other mentions of this artifact I should know about?
Half a dozen or so, yes. What's this about?
You have questions, I understand that. I don't have answers for you. Not right now, but I do have money. And if you get me those recordings and bring me any other artifact references you find, then I will triple your operating budget for as long as I can.
Triple my budget? My God, what is this?
9 a.m. Monday morning, my office. We have a lot to discuss.
But Lillian, I don't...
Have a good weekend, Mrs. Bach. Fantastic work.
Hello, this is Carl.
Hi, it's Eileen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Busy. Cold. The winter's been terrible.
Seamus won't like that. The weather's been mild out here.
Well, he's only coming for a month. He'll live. And I'll be so busy he won't have to worry about his mother bothering him.
Still working 12-hour days.
I should move a bed into my lab.
Look, if you're too busy, Seamus can stay with me.
No, I want to see him. We'll have fun.
You're not too busy to be a mom and a genius.
Of course not.
His flight lands at 8:15 p.m. tomorrow night. You'll be there?
Of course. 8:15.
p.m. Let him know you'll be there.
Thanks, Carl. I need to run. I'm sorry. Take care.
You too.
Eileen. Didn't see you come in.
I'm not interrupting?
No, it's fine. The subject is unconscious. He's traipsing around 18th century New Orleans right now, in the memories of a woman.
That must feel odd. How long has he been under?
83 minutes.
Whoa.
It's average. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to thank you for sending Lillian to see me. She came away very impressed.
There. You see, all these bureaucrats need is a little glimpse of our secrets every so often. They like to feel like they're still in charge.
Lillian is most definitely in charge. She just tripled my budget.
Tripled? Christ, Eileen. You must have discovered who killed Kennedy.
Well, she heard something on one of my tapes that interested her. Something about an artifact. Very vague. but it was enough.
An artifact? What sort of artifact? Jesus, get him out of there! Get him out!
Oh my god.
It'll kill him! He's not decoupled! He's having a fucking seizure! Power down! Now!
Heart rate 170!
Power down! Now! Eileen, Warren here. I was all ready to apologize for the late call, but you seem to be away. Maybe with your son. Listen. Since the unfortunate incident with Subject 1, there's been a lot of dire talk around the office about my Animus project. About shutting it down. About it being unsafe. Typical top brass bullshit. And if they shut me down, then your surrogate initiative goes away too. I'm sure you're already well aware of that. Well, let me be the first to reassure you. This will not happen. I will not let them take this from me. From us. I will not let one death, of an undiagnosed epileptic I should add, I will not let this destroy the decades of incredible research done by our predecessors, and the 5 years I've spent perfecting the Animus. There's still more work to be done, and countless rewards to be reaped. So I wanted you to be the first to know. I have decided to volunteer myself as my second subject. I am convinced that the Animus is perfectly safe, provided I stay within the boundaries of my own ancestral bloodline. Next week I plan to prove this by staying a full 4 hours in the Animus. I would be grateful if you and your team would monitor my progress. And after this necessary but ridiculous proof of concept, I give you my word that I will work closely with you to solve your outstanding problems. Your surrogate initiative is a bold idea, and I do believe it is the future of the Animus project. But while we have the Animus itself, I do not want to waste precious opportunities to prove its safety. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Goodbye.
T'étais au courant?
Alors, messieurs, que dites-vous de cet endroit?
Ce sera parfait pour nous. Mais à long terme, nous devons étendre nos opérations. Nous devons vivre et travailler parmi ceux que nous protégeons, comme jadis Altaïr nous l'a conseillé.
Eh bien, en attendant, vous êtes ici chez vous.
Edward, Capitaine Woods Rogers a survécu. Il a repris la route de l'Angleterre, couvert de honte et de dettes, mais tout aussi dangereux.
Je finirai ce que j'ai commencé à mon retour. Tu as ma parole. Bonsoir, Anne.
Edward.
Je vais partir pour Londres dans les prochains mois. Je serais vraiment ravi si tu venais avec moi.
L'Angleterre est le dernier endroit où une Irlandaise irait.
Tu vas rester avec les assassins?
Non, je ne partage pas leurs convictions au fond de moi. Et toi?
Le moment venu. Quand mon esprit sera apaisé et mes affaires réglées.
Navire en vue! Il approche de la crique!
T'es un homme bon, Edward. Et si la vie te donne l'occasion de trouver ta place quelque part, tu feras un bon père un jour.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fell to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I've loved, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
Père, avez-vous toujours su piloter un bateau?
Le Jackdaw est un navire, Jimmy. Pas un bateau.
Mais avez-vous toujours su?
Non. Non, j'ai appris après mon départ de Bristol.
Après avoir abandonné mère?
Eh bien, je n'ai pas abandonné ta. Enfin, je ne suis pas parti sans dire au revoir, c'était un arrangement, tu comprends, entre ta mère et moi.
Elle disait que vous l'aviez abandonné. Elle disait que vous vouliez naviguer sur votre bateau et gagner de l'argent au Nouveau Monde.
J'ai toujours voulu naviguer, c'est vrai. Mais pas pour m'amuser. Pour que nous vivions mieux. Pour prendre soin d'elle. Pour prendre soin de toi.
Pas de moi. Mère disait que vous ne saviez pas que j'existais. Elle disait que vous n'écriviez qu'une fois par an et qu'elle ne savait jamais où vous étiez.
C'est vrai, et j'en suis désolé. Si j'avais su plus tôt, je ne sais pas. Je serais peut-être rentré. Je l'espère en tout cas.
Vous deviez être très occupé. Moi, c'est ce que je crois.
Je l'étais, mais ça n'aurait pas dû m'en empêcher.
Je peut mener votre bateau?
Un bateau? Je ne vois pas de bateau ici. Et toi?
Oh, je voulais dire navire, mais honnêtement, je ne vois pas la différence.
C'est très simple, Jenny. Un navire peut transporter un bateau. Mais un bateau ne peut pas transporter de navire.
Alors, petit ou grand, ce ne sont que des navires. À part mon tout petit bateau, celui que je prends dans mon bain.
Ouais, c'est une manière de voir les choses. Jenny, c'était difficile de parler de Caroline, de ta mère?
Non. Elle est morte depuis plusieurs années. Elle me manque, mais ça va.
A-t-elle souffert?
Je ne sais pas. Je ne crois pas, en fait. Elle a été très joyeuse pendant un certain temps. Oui, vraiment. Je ne la voyais plus du tout après cela. Et ensuite, elle est morte.
Je suis désolé. Je regrette de ne pas avoir été là.
Ce n'est pas grave. Vous êtes là maintenant. Et nous partons à l'aventure.
Une aventure modeste, j'espère. J'en ai vécu assez pour toute une vie.
Verrons-nous une baleine, père?
Oui, il y a de fortes chances.
Et des pirates? Est-ce que je vais voir des pirates?
Non, ça, en revanche, ça m'étonnerait.
Oh, c'est dommage. J'aurais tellement aimé en voir un.
Je vais te dire une chose, Jim. Dès que ces vents auront un peu faibli, je te laisserai barrer le Jack d'Or. Un petit tour à la barre avant la nuit.
Oui!
Sunny brown, she's the gal for
reste que des planches!